A man faces murder charges after 2 people are killed at Devil's Den State Park. Also, Arkansas's governor will travel to Israel and the United Arab Emirates for economic talks. And the Craighead County Quorum Court boosts funding for rural fire protection. Those headlines and more coming up on KASU News for Friday, August 1st, 2025. I'm Brandon Tabor. State police are releasing more information on a man suspected of killing 2 people at a Northwest Arkansas state park. 28-year-old Andrew James McGann faces 2 counts of capital murder for allegedly stabbing Clinton and Kristen Brink to death at Devil's Den State Park last Saturday. In a news conference yesterday, Arkansas State Police Director Colonel Mike Hagar said they're confident they have the right person.
Although everyone is innocent until proven guilty, we did confirm this morning that our suspect's DNA has been a positive match to the DNA that we suspected to belong to our suspect at the scene. During an interview with investigators, the suspect indicated that he did commit these murders.
Hagar says McGann's DNA matches blood found at the crime scene and that objects consistent with the crime were found during a search of his residence. State Police Criminal Investigation Division Commander Major Stacy Rhodes credited the victims with saving their 2 daughters from the attacker.
So the information that we have is that the husband was attacked first. The mother did not return all the way to the car with the kids. We believe that the mother took them to safety and then returned to help her husband.
Police say they believe McGann acted alone, but did not indicate a possible motive behind the killing. Arkansas's governor will visit Israel and the United Arab Emirates next week. In a press release yesterday, Governor Sarah Sanders announced the trip, saying it will deepen Arkansas's economic ties with the nations. Sanders said she would first meet with government and business leaders in Israel. Sanders' father, former Governor Mike Huckabee, is the current U.S. ambassador to the nation. Afterwards, Sanders says she will meet with government and business leaders in the United Arab Emirates. Arkansas's Attorney General has sent cease and desist letters to 4 companies he says provides access to abortion-inducing medication in Arkansas. Attorney General Tim Griffin held a press conference on Tuesday to announce his renewed efforts to block access to abortion medication, saying the companies violate the Arkansas Deceptive Trade Practices Act. 2 of the companies are Mayday Health and Possibility Labs, which both advertise abortion pills available to ship, quote, in all 50 states. Griffin is asking the companies to stop advertising abortion pill delivery to Arkansas residents.
Because it is an unconscionable trade practice to induce someone to violate the laws of the state in which they live.
Arkansas law forbids distributing abortion-inducing drugs through the mail and bans abortions except in rare cases to save the mother's life. The other 2 companies receiving letters from Griffin host the website for another online medication provider.
And because we don't know and don't have the reach at this point to deal directly with that entity, we are sending a cease and desist order to the domain host for that website, and that is Cloudflare, and the domain registrant, which is Dreamscape Networks International.
Griffin is asking these companies to make the website unavailable in Arkansas. Last year, he sent similar cease and desist letters to 2 other companies advertising abortion-inducing medications in Arkansas. Griffin also sent a letter to Congress urging lawmakers to help states further enforce their own abortion laws. A federal judge in Little Rock has blocked Arkansas's new law that would have banned pharmacy benefit managers from owning pharmacies in the state. Judge Brian Miller says the law appears to discriminate against out-of-state companies, and Arkansas has not shown it needs this step to protect local pharmacies. The law was set to take effect on January 1st, 2026. CVS and Express Scripts argue the law would force them to close locations and hurt consumers. Attorney General Tim Griffin says he plans to appeal. For now, PBMs can continue operating pharmacies while the case moves forward. Next, Arkansas can now enforce a law limiting how many voters someone can help at the polls. We'll have more after the break.
I'm KASU Station Manager Mark Smith. Like many small rural stations across the country, congressional action to eliminate funding for public media sends KASU and all public radio into an uncharted future. But we remain certain about our mission and our commitment to you and to our community. You can help through contributing at kasu.org/give. As we navigate the path ahead, your continued partnership and financial support is crucial. We're grateful for you. Thank you.
A federal appeals court says Arkansas can enforce a law limiting the number of voters someone can assist at the polls. The 8th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals overturned a lower court ruling that blocked a 2009 Arkansas law. The law prohibits anyone other than a poll worker from helping more than 6 voters mark and cast their ballots. The law had been on hold since 2022. The Craighead County Quorum Court has approved new support for local fire protection. At Monday night's meeting, the justices passed an ordinance adding $30,000 in state grant and matching funds for the Brookland Fire Protection District. Leaders say the money will help purchase equipment and basic tools for rural firefighters. JP's also finalized a new rate structure for the Lake City Fire Protection District to upgrade aging equipment and meet safety standards. In other business, justices confirmed appointments to the Valley View Fire District and the county's Solid Waste Board. County officials also reported higher tax collections and a 4% increase in sales tax revenue for June. A former county sheriff in West Central Arkansas has been sentenced to 6 months in prison. Former Hot Spring County Sheriff Scott Finkbeiner was sentenced on Tuesday on misdemeanor charges of soliciting sex and misusing a state criminal database. Finkbeiner is at the center of several criminal cases. He pled guilty in February to lying to a federal agency. He's also accused of witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and concealing drug distribution. Tennessee's High Court has ruled that a death row inmate can be executed without deactivating his implanted defibrillator. Yesterday's ruling overturns a lower court's order and paves the way for Byron Black to be executed on Tuesday morning as scheduled. The Tennessee Supreme Court found that ruling the device to be deactivated would effectively interfere with the execution, which the lower court does not have the power to do. Black was convicted in the 1988 shooting deaths of 29-year-old Angela Clay and her 2 daughters. Prosecutors said he was in a jealous rage when he shot the 3 at their home. Black had previously shot Clay's estranged husband. A historically black Central Arkansas University is now offering a nursing degree. Philander Smith University is launching the 124-credit-hour degree program, which first gained approval in May. The program will admit 50 students each year, features clinical rotations, and a nursing apprenticeship program. In professional basketball, the NBA will play at least 6 regular season games in Europe over the next 3 seasons, starting with a pair of games between the Memphis Grizzlies and Orlando Magic this season. The Grizzlies and Magic will play in Berlin on January 15th, then in London on January 18th. The league will play games at Manchester, England, and Paris in the 2026-27 season. They return to Berlin and Paris for games in the 2027-28 season. The games will be held at Berlin's Uber Arena, London's The O2, Manchester's Co-op Live, and Paris's Accor Arena. That's all for KASU News. Music provided by 2B Studio. You can find more stories online at kasu.org. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for KASU News on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast. In Jonesboro, I'm Brandon Tabor, KASU News.